Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Russia. So we've been having a little bit of a think between episodes. We definitely want to attack the Ottomans, but it seems they have increased their numbers yet again. A total number of 290,000. Now, unfortunately, that's about 55,000 more than we currently have, although the difference is we have manpower and they do not. So what I am thinking we do is we go ahead and start building up our military. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and start training up some more men. Although, you know what, now that I see this, let's quickly go ahead and seize the land. Might have some Cossack rebels. You know what, I think we can cope with that. Cavalry combat ability isn't super useful. Yeah, let's go ahead and actually, you know what? No, we'll summon the Diet and avoid the rebels. So we'll do that. Make everybody happy. Now we'll go ahead and seize land. Excellent. Okay, so the agenda. What do we want to do before we go back to building our armies? We have a province that needs to be converted. Ooh, we do plan on taking that from the Ottomans. That's nice. We also have... What is this? This is a... Must be owned by Russia, and then... Oh, that's all that seems to be. So that's against Shun. And then, what do the burghers wish to have? Have an fleet equal to or larger than 49 by our rival Shun. Okay, that's possible. Morale of navies, yearly tradition, yeah. I don't think we care about that. And the Cossacks are asking for us to go to war yet again against them as well. Alright, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and pick up the... I think the proposal of the Patriarchs is what we'll do. We have how many years to deal with this? Till 1660, so 20 years to fight a war. I think that's doable, so let's go ahead and pick that up. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then let's go ahead and see. What did we want to do? Okay. Army. We have... A second. That's the wrong menu. Here we go. So we have a total maximum of 314,000. So we can outnumber them. So let's go ahead and start working towards that. Alright. So one thing I think we'll do is we're going to go ahead and build up a bunch of Streltsy. Let's go ahead and add... Let's see... Control for 10. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Do we do a 30 stack or do we go 40? No, we should probably double check. What is our combat width? That's right. That's why we were over here. Our combat width is a total of 32. Okay, so you know what? 40 is probably not a bad idea, really. Let's go ahead and do 10 more Streltsy. That's an extra 40, and then we'll also go ahead and bring in an extra bunch of cannons. So let's go 10, 20, and I suppose we may as well bring that up to 30. There we go, and we can have a couple more men. So let's see if any of these stacks need a couple to balance themselves out. Right, how many cannons have you got? You have 8. Let's make sure that that is double digits. So that's an extra 3. And you know what? We should also probably... Oh, hang on. These are either half. Oh, I guess that's fine. They can be a little bit stronger. And we'll make sure that all of our stacks have at least 10 cannons in them. I think that will be useful. And then over here, see, we have 5 more to play with. So let's go ahead and add in... Let's see, that's 46. That's a couple more. Let's go ahead here and we'll chuck a couple of cannons in on the back line there. Is that the total number? Oh, wait a second. Is that the total number that we're after? We can afford 2 more. So we'll go ahead and add that up to 10. I think that's fairly decent. Okay, so that is good for our army. Now we still have a little bit of cash left over, and that actually works out perfectly. I forgot that we have a great project that we've recently come into hold of, and this would give us a local manpower modifier and then globally extra prestige, splendor, and reform progress growth. So that seems quite nice to me. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up for 1,000 ducats. I think that seems rather nice. So while our armies start to build themselves up and get ready to fight these guys, I think... Oh, that's right. We also need to make sure our marches are in good order. So, Ducal Prussia, let's go ahead and make sure we have enable subsidized armies. Yeah, extra manpower. At the moment, they're not making very much. They're only about 1/3 strength. Let's go ahead and start helping them out. So we'll subsidize them. Norway, we don't have to worry about. They're going to become annexed during all of this. Tibet. That's actually pretty good for manpower. So I suppose that's not too bad, but they don't have a very good balance. So let's go ahead and see about helping them out. So let's go... Surely we can send them a... Oh, yes, we can. We've just got to do it through here. So let's roll on down to our economic actions. Give subsidies, that's what we're after. Let's go ahead and give them... say 5 ducats a month. How much do we normally make? Yeah, that's not quite right, but I think it's normally around 50, so maybe 10% of our earnings. You know what? 4 should be fine, and we'll do that for the next forever. So that should be good. Let's go ahead and make sure that they have the money there. It'll help them grow an army. And I think that that's not too bad. So, oh yes, we also have spy network against the Ottomans. So let's go ahead and move on forwards. This will help us out. We can now go ahead and slander their merchants. Make sure that they hurt economically before we come to a fight. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Now, over here in the east, we have an opportunity, so I think we're going to go ahead and try and take it. We're going to bring our army up over there. We do have a little bit of unrest, but that's not really... Oh, actually, hang on. I was about to say, let's go ahead and fight in Mongolia. They got released at the end of the Japanese Zhangzhou war, which is not bad because we don't have a truce with them, so we can go in and fight them. And Japan will even come in and help them so we can beat them up for more money. But because we'll be fighting with Japan, we're not going to be able to call our land. So how about we just hold off for a bit? Yes, we'll hold out, maybe crush a couple of rebels. After a little bit of time, we'll bring them around and we'll fight a Mongolia. Alright, what have we got here? We have extra prestige and innovativeness for a couple of ducats. I think we can do this. So let's wait, not this month. You know what? Next month, that should be enough. So let's go ahead and do that. We don't have to worry about the negative balance because that's only at the end of the month. If we don't have enough, we take all loan. Alright, let's keep working on some conversions. This will certainly help with some of our new territory. We do also have the manpower recovery speed, and you know what? Since we've spent a whole bunch, I think we need to go ahead and pick up a policy. It's only 1 military power per month, but that is an extra 10% to our national numbers, so I think that is well and truly worth it. We did finish that idea group, so we don't have to worry about anything in that regard. We're not trying to spend it elsewhere. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. So, now that we've got everybody together, let's go ahead and start finding a position for them. Here we go, 55. I think that seems reasonable. That should be enough, what do we call it? Supply to look after our people. That'll be nice. Oh, we can also go ahead and... No, we can't quite call. Okay, we'll do that soon. Let's go ahead and also... What was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh, that's right. We have more buildings to build. So the question is, do we want some extra taxes or some extra workshop? 0.24 is fairly nice. So you know what? Let's pick up a couple of those. And I suppose that's what we'll do for now. More conversions. That's always good for us. Let's go ahead and actually see if we can convert anyone else. We can't do any of our own land. What about our subjects? Here we go. we have a Prussian land that is not orthodox. That is unacceptable, so let's go ahead and fix that up. Okay, so with all that, we can just let time go by. We'll keep working up our spy network against the Ottomans. We also have a little bit against Shun, but I don't think that that's a priority right about now. We need to get ready for a massive war. Alright, so, new government reform. We should probably go ahead and pick that up. It's been many, many years since our last one. So let us see what we now have available. We're at Tier 8 of Economical Matters. So, there is Empower the Burghers, which will give us 5% trade efficiency, global trade power by 5%, Burghers loyalty equilibrium up by 5, as well as plus 10% influence. We have Curtail the Burghers. We get plus 15% trade steering, trade company governing costs minus 10%, and they lose influence, so that's not bad. Mercantilistic approach. Domestic trade power goes up by 15, merchant trade power goes up by 5, and cost to promote mercantilism goes down by 10. That's not bad at all. Or embrace free trade. What else? That's a 20% trade power abroad, and plus 25 institution speed. Okay, and we have two more options. Embrace the economic theory, yearly inflation reduction by 0.2, and interest per annum by 0.5, as well as war economy. Ship cost, regiment cost, and war taxes all get reduced by 10, 10, and 50%. Well, that is some interesting options. Is there anything that will get cut off if we don't do anything in particular? I'm honestly not 100% sure, so I'm thinking let's go with something fairly safe. I think maybe the trade company governing cost isn't a bad idea. Get as much as we can out of what we have access to while freeing up a little bit of room. I think that's probably the best. Although the trade efficiency could be nice. Governing cost and trade steering or extra trade efficiency. You know what? The trade efficiency is probably going to scale better, so let's go ahead and pick that up instead. Yeah, we'll empower the burghers. That'll be fine. And also, we don't have to worry about anything with the estates, as we have already removed everything from them. So that would be perfectly well and good. Alright. So, let's just bring everybody together. We should also... Oh my goodness, that is a lot of attrition. I forgot that the stack was going to be so huge. Let's take half of them and move them to the adjacent province. And let's also go ahead and recruit a general. We don't have very many. Yeah, I think we can afford to pay for a new one, so let's go ahead and do that. A 3642, that is quite decent. And on our other stack, we'll throw on our other one. Also, we have run out of diplomatic power, or at least the ability to hold more, so let's go ahead and spend some on our economy. Let's promote mercantilism. That's only 69 deploy power. That's pretty good. Base cost of 100. That's a solid discount. In fact, you know what? Before we do, should we go ahead and just enable our golden era? Next 50 years, that'll take us through to 1700. Maximum absolutism goes up. Goods produced, all power costs, morale of armies goes up. Yeah, you know what? Well, let's go ahead. We're going to hit the button. It is a new golden era for Russia. Everyone should fear us and stay out of our way and give us all the land. And maybe some money too. Alright, so now that's down to 59. We'll do that a couple of times, help promote that a little bit. We're now looking at 24%, improving our embargo, efficiency, and provincial trade power modifiers. Now, let's just do it once more for kicks and giggles. We're going to forget otherwise. Now, we're also getting close to the cap, so let's go ahead and... Let's see, is there anything else we want? Probably not, so let's go ahead and develop a couple more states with that admin power. We'll do a couple here, we'll do a couple there. And that should probably do us for a while. Now, we'll even go ahead and do a couple for some of these. So, yeah, there we go. 600. That's fairly decent. All right. We might even go so far as to pick up some early tech if possible. Because at the moment we are on a fairly comparable level of technology. The only thing different being the Eastern and Western technology. So, with that in mind, let's keep on doing a few other things. Let's go with we'll go for some taxation. Can't afford anything there. Although if we give it a month, we can pick up 0.29, which is rather nice. Need 285 to build. That's expensive. Let's go for the one that's already reduced price. That seems fairly good. We'll also need to bring you guys up over here. Alright, so we've got two very solid stacks working there. We have you guys. You know what? We should be drilling. Let's go ahead and enable drilling. We should be making the absolute most out of our opportunities. Yeah, make sure that we can fight them as strongly as possible. Apparently, we have not visited our armies for a little bit. They are a little bit disorganized. Okay, let's go ahead and see. How many more generals can we have? We need... Well, we have the opportunity for 7, so let's go ahead and pick those up. General here and a general there. That is particularly nice. Is that a 6624? Oh. Okay, well, you know what? Let's throw you up over there instead. That is definitely someone to lead our vanguard there. And we can throw some of our other leaders over here. Let's go a little bit of siege. And then another one for just general support. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Alright, now we do have a couple more diplomats, so we should probably do something with them. Let's figure out what we want. Ooh. Laissez-moi. Lose the stability for national institutions. Lose some power, or we gain reform progress. That is beautiful. Yes, that is what we want. Alright, so in the meantime, let's make sure that our subjects are happy with us. We want them to join the fight. Tibet is a little bit unhappy with us right about now. So, yeah, that enforced religion didn't work out. How are you guys going? You aren't the proper faith, it seems. So we've done something wrong. Well, let's maybe go ahead and... I'm not going to integrate you anytime soon. Maybe we make them a march. Yeah, let's make them a march. Make them a little bit stronger. Yeah, better manpower recovery speed, higher force limit. Yeah, this is... yeah, that should help us out. And what does that do to their position? Yep, there they go. Down to 39. We can cope with that. Let's also make sure that we go ahead and... Let's set a lazy diplomat to our subject. There we go. And that way, if anything pops up, they should be able to become a... they should passively be increasing as well as with the others. So no one drops particularly too low. Alright, so they do have some revolts, which is a little bit of a shame. They do have 11,000 soldiers, so it's not the end of the world. They should be able to handle them. Although that is, unfortunately, on a fort and in the highlands. Yeah, well, I guess we just can't quite get there in time. Alright, more conversions getting finished. Let's go ahead and see. What do we do? We'll do our final one for Prussia. That will make us very, very happy. Okay, so let's check out our rebel factions, see if maybe we can fire off a quick war against Mongolia while everybody is beginning to drill, which I just realized I did not do. Yes, we want you to drill, and same with you. Excellent. Mission cancelled or suppressing rebels. I think we'll be fine. There is no real unrest around our nation. Yeah, we're very happy. Yeah, we're a very happy people. Okay, so let's see. What have we got? We have some separatists. That's going to happen. Good thing is we're nice and close by. We also have some more around. Yeah, in fact, Yeah, they're all going to be a little bit unhappy at some point, but that should be fine. We can afford a little bit of prestige. That just means we can go ahead and pick up another general. Here we go. Oh, actually, no, we can have 8. Huh. Alright, well, no point in not having more generals, especially when we're rolling so well. So let's go ahead and see. Who are we replacing? We are replacing this fellow up top. Let's go with a little bit of siege. I'm sure that'll be useful. And we'll go and add you onto here as well. And we'll get you drilling. Not that it's going to make a big difference after the first couple of battles and we start reinforcing. But before then, that will be important. Also too, because we've spent so long getting ready to fight the Ottomans, we've almost finished annexing Norway. So that will be very good. Increase our diplomatic... not our diplomatic, our trade routes. That would be particularly nice. I think that would be good. Alright, so let's see. Whereabouts are you uprising from? Well, honestly, it doesn't matter. It's all within... Ooh, bountiful harvest. Thank you very much. It's all within the parameters of a fort, so we're not going to get any separatism. Let's see about building some more buildings. Yeah, let's go. Production, we have a couple there. 0.11 isn't bad. Do one of those. Let's go manufactories. I'm sure there's something good. Oh yes, 0.66. Yeah, 2/3 of a ducat. That is a very beautiful sum. We can certainly take that. And we also get extra income bonanza. Fantastic. Plus 25 in the Baltic Sea. This is going swimmingly. This golden era is certainly paying off. So, we've almost finished all these cores, so we can go to war soon. I think we'll squish some of these rebels before they do. Before we do go to war. That should be fine. Let's go ahead and start... Let's just start working on whatever we can. And I don't think that will take too long. In fact, we might be looking at a lot less rebels. Yeah, we're looking at... The rebels have gone down a bit. That is good. The most upset ones are the ones that are being actively converted, but that's fine. Now, we have reached our manpower limit. Can we afford any more men? We can afford an extra 6... No, sorry. An extra 9,000 men. Probably go ahead and do that. Let's build up a... Let's just build up a pure infantry unit. Let's go... You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and build up an extra 10 stack. We'll throw them over here just to make sure that we have sufficient reinforcements. In fact, we might bring you... Oh, we might bring you one province over since we told them to all go to that location. Yeah, that'll be fine. Work through those, and let's see about those cores. There we go. Let's go ahead and do all of those. That is very nice. And you know what? I think that puts us in a pretty good position. So what we're going to do is, yeah, next month, sorry, not next month, but right after some of these rebels fire, we're going to go ahead and fight. We're going to go ahead and fight Mongolia and maybe a little bit of Japan. Maybe steal a little bit more land from them. In fact, before I forget, do we have any supply network? No, we don't. Can we do anything about maybe a couple of extra claims? Who knows? So you know what? We're just going to sit down and wait. We're going to let our armies look after those little upstarts around this area. And then hopefully that gives us time to lay claim to a little bit more of that Japanese territory. So, legitimacy, money... sure, until he dies. Extra national unrest. Sure, we'll pick that up. So yes, that's what we're going to do. So if you do want to see our final late stage preparations before we fight the Ottomans, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future EU4 content, and I will see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.